In the last section, we tested out our multi-container application with Docker Compose just to make sure that everything was still working the way we expect. I'm now going to close down Docker Compose and return back to the command line. Now from this section on, we're going to start to make changes to our project inside of the complex directory. So if you want to keep a record of all the stuff that we had done for Elastic Beanstalk and for Docker Compose and whatnot, feel free to make a backup of this folder right now. I in particular already made a copy of this folder. I made a copy and called it Complex Elastic Beanstalk just to serve as a backup of sorts. Now of course I can rely upon Git as a backup as well, just to make it easy for you to refer to all of my code at some point in the future. I made the easy backup folder right here. All right, so I'm going to go back into the complex directory, and then I'm going to start up my code editor inside this folder. Now we're going to first begin by cleaning up our project directory a little bit. We're going to delete some of the different files and folders that are not going to be required for this new Kubernetes version of this application. So the first thing I'm going to do is find the travis.yaml file, the Docker Compose, and the Docker Run files. And I'm going to delete all three of those. We do not need these files anymore because we're going to rely upon Kubernetes to run our application both in a development and production environment. And for the travis.yaml file, we're going to essentially recreate that thing from scratch when we eventually try to take this application to Travis again. Now I'm also going to delete the nginx folder. We previously had a nginx image to serve as kind of the primary routing inside of our entire cluster of containers, but now for routing, we're going to rely upon something called the ingress service, which we're going to talk about at great length in a little bit, but for right now, just know that we don't need